Today we're talking about something that sounds complicated, but really it's something that can actually save your wallet. It's called the 50-30-20 rule, and it's a straightforward approach to establishing a solid budgeting strategy. Think of it like a cheat code for your finances. It's simple, it works, and you don't need to be a finance nerd to pull it off. Let's break it down step by step, and I'll show you how to use it to drastically improve your financial situation. Let's get started. Okay, first, so what is the 50-30-20 rule? Picture your paycheck as a pizza. You're dividing it up into 3 slices, 50% for stuff you need, 30% for stuff you want, and 20% for saving or paying off those pesky impulse buys you made earlier in the year. That's it. No complicated formulas, no summoning a financial advisor named Jeff, just 3 pieces to the puzzle. Whether you're making minimum wage or bringing in some serious cash, it scales to your needs and remains relevant. Let's unpack each part so you can see how it applies to everyday life. The first slice is 50% for needs. This is going to be your essential stuff like mortgage, groceries, car payment, and phone bill. Basically anything you need to function in society. Let's say you bring home $2,000 a month after taxes. 50% is $1,000. That will be your needs budget. If your rent is $700, groceries are $200, and your phone is $50, then you're at $950. You've got $50 left in this bucket. Congratulations, you've got some bonus money. Buy a nice bottle of wine or throw it into your savings. Whichever. Here's the trick. If your needs go over 50% one month, it's not the end of the world, but it may require you to reevaluate and adjust what your needs really are. Is your rent too much? How about your car payment? Are you buying too many snacks at the grocery store? Which may be a problem for a different video, just saying. Next slice, 30% for wants. This is the fun zone. Netflix, takeout, or that concert ticket you've been wanting. It's the stuff that makes life enjoyable and not just make you feel like you're stuck in survival mode. With our $2,000 example, 30% is $600. That's your budget. Maybe $15 for streaming, $100 for restaurants, and $50 for new shoes. It's flexible. Be careful though, this category can be easy to manipulate. You may think you have it under control until you're suddenly 20% over budget. The 50-30-20 rule forces you to chill and pick what actually matters. Can't decide between a night out or that new outfit? Flip a coin or something. Just don't overspend. Stay disciplined. Pro tip: track this with an app or even a sticky note. It's less about guilt and more about knowing your limits. Okay, last slice, 20% for savings or debt. This is where you really start adulting. Looking at our $2,000 setup, that's $400. You can split it, however, maybe $200 to savings and $200 to that credit card you maxed out. No matter your situation, always start with the emergency fund first. 3 to 6 months of income is the goal. Aim for $500 at the beginning. $20 a paycheck gets you there in a year if you're tight. Automate it so you don't forget. Set up automatic transfers from your bank every payday. Set it and forget it, and you'll quickly gain momentum and confidence. How should you handle the debt? Focus on the scary stuff first. High-interest credit cards should take priority over a predictable student loan. If you owe $1,000 at 20% interest, paying it off fast saves you from that soul-crushing extra cash you'd owe later. Little wins can add up. $50 here, $100 there, and suddenly you're not sweating every bill. Okay, so how do you actually do this without giving up by week 2? First, know your numbers. Check your take-home pay. Look at your banking app or paycheck stub, then list your needs. Be brutally honest about what's really a need versus a want. Coffee shop lattes? Want. Electricity? Need. You get the idea. Second, make adjustments if something's off. If your needs are 60% because rent is expensive, maybe cut wants to 20% so you can leave your savings and debt payment at 20%. It's not permanent, it's a guideline. Third, use tools. Find budgeting apps like Mint, for example. An app will make this task easy and convenient. Or you could go old school with a notebook if you're artsy. The point is, see where your money's coming from, and more importantly, you see where it's going. And here's a sneaky one. Round down your income. If you make $2,050, call it $2,000. That extra $50? Surprise savings. Feels like finding cash in your jeans, but you planned it. You're such a smarty. Oh, and if you get a raise or cash from a side gig, Don't just blow it, toss some into that 20% slice. Your future self will thank you. Let's review. 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings or debt. Easy, right? It's not about being perfect, it's about determination and discipline. Try it for a month, see how it feels. Maybe you'll save enough for that trip you've been dreaming about, or at least you can stop borrowing from your friends. If you like this video, subscribe and hit that bell. Be sure to leave a comment and tell your friends. You can check out my other financial basics videos like this one here.